cutting the port side handrail. It's a great windlass, really, really rugged.
Well, it's in better condition than it was when it came here. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You're coming too. What started as a dream is now our reality. 6 years ago, we poured her ballast, raised every frame, cut every plank, and named her Rediviva. Ready for life back on the ocean, this year we're determined to set sail.
Would you look at that? I'd say that's the making of a fine cruising vessel.
We're Salt and Tar, and this is our life. We're happy to share, and thanks for joining us. Last week, we were working on trim, and this week starts the very same way, as we have to trim the bulkhead before we can do the port side handrail. Garrett makes a pattern marking the crown of the cabin, then we take it over to the bunker, where we do all of our cutting. You got the prettiest side?
Yes.
That looks pretty good.
No trims needed.
Oh, look at that. Right in line.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Pass you your drills.
Yeah.
One out of 3.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And we have the perfect piece of wenge for the sides. It's like the craziest grain in this piece. Oranges and whites and yellows and it's crazy colors.
Yeah.
This one board gave us both pieces with only an inch or so of scrap left over. It feels good when you can get away with little to no waste, especially from such a unique and precious wood. Oh, that was a beautiful sound. Like a glove. That looks awesome.
Yeah. I like it.
Now we can get on with the port side handrail. not only for looks and something to grab onto when underway, but it's also a crucial piece in the cabin house structure, further securing the cabin to the deck.
So I'm cutting the port side handrail today. So just took some measurements and bevels at the boat and gonna get it all rough cut, take it over, dry fit, bring it back, clean it up.
While Garrett's been busy with the handrail project, I've been given a painting project. But first, we have to go back in time. So what are you working on today, my love?
I'm going to light things on fire and hit them with a hammer.
Oh, your favorite.
Yeah. We've got this old anchor windlass that we bought years ago at Minnie's Yacht Surplus. It's a great windlass. It's just really, really rugged, like kind of like an old fish boat windlass. It still operates and it still functions, but I want to just take it all apart and grease and clean everything up because it's an aluminum body with stainless steel shafts and cast steel gypsy, and so it's a lot of weird metals or different metals working together. Before it goes on the boat, take it apart, clean it up, get everything running super nice, sand it, paint it, start fresh.
This is our anchor windlass. Age unknown, previous life unknown. All we know is it's old, robust, and been on the shelf at the consignment shop since the early 90s. And it's seized. Oh god. It looks so bad. But it's going to look so good. Oh wow. What have you done? What started as friendly fire turned into aggressive hammering. And then ultimately breaking. Garrett kept at it. Eventually, all the pieces were apart and ready for cleaning or replacing. It's a remarkably simple machine, equipped with a brake and a drum for anchor rod or rope and a gypsy for a 3/8" chain.
So everything's just kind of, I took it all apart and then like wire wheeled and cleaned all the fittings and the shaft and everything and all the little bronze sleeves. So even now it spins a lot better, but it doesn't have any grease on it or anything. Yeah, it took a lot longer than I thought it would. This thing probably hasn't been apart in who knows how long.
At least since '94, we figured.
Yeah.
That was the original
there's a tag when we bought it from Minnie's Yacht Surplus that was listed as 1994 when it came in. And it was already in this condition in 1994, so who knows. And it's aluminum and stainless and bronze and steel, so I was expecting to break a few pieces while taking it apart. All in all, I didn't break nearly as much as I thought. I knew I was going to probably screw up this drum because it's actually, this whole thing is built incredibly burly, except for this drum is like very, very thin aluminum. So it was already pretty mangled up here, maybe from somebody in the past that took it apart. I did end up just kind of breaking where the shaft comes through on this side, but it's not too bad. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, it's a really, really simple machine. Massive wheel with big gears, and the shaft goes through here, gears here. It all goes together on this 1.25 inch stainless shaft, which cleaned up beautifully. I mean, I don't know how old this thing's, probably, 1970s at least, but the shaft and the bronze sleeves inside, everything cleaned up like it's new. Other than repairing this big aluminum drum, I don't have to replace any other parts. Oh, maybe this little spring. It actually doesn't even look in bad shape, but I'll just put a new one in because it's easy to replace. Everything else, all the shaft, all the sleeves, and it's all in great condition.
And we do have a handle.
Yes.
That's not the little nub there. People probably won't know how you turn it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you stick a handle in it and you crank it like this.
Rolf took it one step further. Our welding guru helped us repair the broken drum and fabricate a new part.
Was stuck. All this, I don't know if this has got a lot of zinc in it or what this casting is, but it corroded and basically welded all the hardware in.
Yeah, the aluminum definitely does that with the stainless.
This thing obviously was completely cracked and,
Yeah.
and whatnot. So what I came up with...
Garrett made a hole.
It wasn't.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Welded that all up, and then I actually made a plate and put the flare into it, and then crowned it, so it has a crown to it. Because I didn't know what space spatial areas. I didn't think you needed, like there was a problem with space, but I wanted this piece to be attached to the outer pieces as best as possible. So it's welded on the inside, and then this is another cap that's 80 thou aluminum 5052 welded inside and outside. So that's connected.
Garrett also had to drill out the screw heads on the body in order to get it apart.
There's so much corrosion in the threads.
So Rolf also helped clean that up. Then collectively, we figured out how to put it all back together.
And it looked like somebody hammered it or tried to hammer it. And after I did some measurements, as long as you can get enough of that tapping.
The only thing we fabricated was a sort of end cap for the drum side of the windlass. And then repaint it all and install it on the boat.
See a little raise in there for the corner.
You can't help but make it fancy.
Yeah. bitching.
All right, that's good. So
Hell yeah.
that's gonna be a nice piece.
Hell yeah.
And you picked it up for what? How much?
What are we?
$295.
$295. I mean, for windlasses are expensive.
You can't build that for $295.
Yeah. Kick ass.
Don't paint this.
Yeah, I will.
Paint everything else black, but don't paint that.
Yeah.
That'll turn like that greenish
Yeah.
color. I think it's just a super.
So I got the windlass taken back apart, hopefully for the final time. Gonna paint it all black, match kind of a lot of the other hardware on the boat. This is where the handle goes, and that needs a little scuffing up before sanding it. And then when it's all dry, we'll grease it up, and then she'll be ready to install. Alright, everything's scuffed up, so there's nothing loose, and paint that last. I'll stick it on there. Alright, I'm gonna get started. You did that side. Get out of here. Alright. Here's coat number 1. Swab did man the fort while we were gone, so he didn't do nothing. Oh, and Garrett did finish the handrail before butting in and telling me I missed a spot.
How do you drive this?
I feel like the table should even go in the shape of the truck or something.
What?
The table should not be near you.
It's really far away. I'm not gonna mess it up.
Okay.
Come on. Give me a little.
Or if something flies
I got a little
off,
more sense than that.
Accidents happen. All better knock on some wood now. Can't even with you right now.
Alright, Garrett, back at the tiller. Ruth, get on the windlass! At the end of the trip, Ruth has got guns like this, and Garrett's got a beer belly sitting there like this.
That's the plan.
Ruth is going, honey, you're doing dishes tonight.